Guys, hello and welcome to the THQ podcast. In this episode, what I am going to give you is the top 10 ways, my top 10 ways of helping people build muscle, right? A lot of people, for men and women, should aim to build muscle. There's a lot of health benefits. There's a lot of physical benefits as well. And it's just if you build a body, you're more than likely to stick to it. I generally find that people are actually who are bodybuilding, like you're not on a stage or anything, who are generally building to build the way they look, maintain it a lot more because you to get an actual return on your investment of the time you're actually putting in, and you feel a lot more confident, you feel a lot good. Now, my number one tip for anybody wanting to build muscle, like especially lads, is to get lean first. Like the skinniest guy, think of the skinniest lad that you know, like if he come to me and he just like sort of had naturally skinnier habits, right? So he wasn't carrying that much body fat, but he didn't really eat enough protein, never really trained before. My goal would be to get him lean first because a leaner body is always going to build more muscle. It's going to perform better. You're going to sleep better. The list goes on, right? And we're going to prime you to build a better body. So I'll always get lean first. Now, a lot of that comes with ego, though. So lads don't want to get lean, right? They don't want to get, you don't want to lose too much, like look too skinny, right? But in the reality, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be dropping body fat, not dropping muscle. So saying that you don't want to get too skinny is saying that you're happy with a lot of fat on you. So you need to make sure, right, that you take the ego out of it. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I've got as lean as I possibly can. I've took the fat and then we build you back up. Then once we've built a lot of muscle, your body will look a little bit better with a little bit of body fat on. But you need to take the ego out of it and stop worrying about getting too skinny first. Just trust the process, and that's the best way to do it. You need to eat 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. Most people don't eat enough protein. Yes, you could probably get away with eating a little bit less than 1 gram per pound of body weight, but it's a good rule of thumb to stick to, eating protein with most meals. No need to have loads and loads and loads of protein. Like, enjoy fats, enjoy carbohydrates. You definitely need them to build muscle. Carbohydrates around your workouts, fats for good hormone function. You need to make sure we're including them. So hitting them carbohydrates around your workout is going to allow us to perform our best, right? And we need to be pushing our body to get stronger, to push harder, to get more intense for us to build muscle. Your body doesn't want to build muscle, right? So you need to make sure that you do everything you can to do it, especially in the workouts. If you have your carbs around your workouts, you're going to recover more, and then you can have your carbs on training days, and it's going to help you sleep better and rest better, right? So there's a lot of misconception of like we need to, once we get lean, once I've got that lean body, and then we build them back up, people are like, right, I need to eat loads now to build muscle. You definitely don't need to eat a load of rubbish, and you probably need to eat about 200 to 300 calories more than what you're burning off to build a decent amount of muscle. That could be an extra 2 chicken breasts a day, right? It's not a lot of food. So once we've got you lean as we possibly can and we build your calories back up, you should be only 300 calories above your maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories are when your weight stabilizes, right? So eating just a little bit more above that and push yourself harder, then you should be able to build a decent amount of muscle. Now, when it comes to cheat meals aren't vital. Cheat meals are definitely not vital for the general person. I'm talking about the general person. But cheat meals are a good thing for us to sort of get that big boost of calories. It keeps us wanting to mentally stick to the plan a little bit more. But I would suggest if you're going to have like a cheat meal or a meal that's not on plan, like we shouldn't always have the mindset of cheating on our diet. But you also should be sensible enough to know that there is a lot of crap food, and if we're prioritizing eating decent quality food majority of the time, then you're always going to see a pizza or something as a cheat, but it shouldn't be something that knocks you off track. It's just an increase in calories. It's just a flexibility that you're having in your lifestyle. Treat it as that, but it's always going to be called a cheat, in my opinion anyway. Like, you know, if you're prioritizing eating decent food, it's not really on your plan. So yeah, but making sure that if you are including them, making sure that you do have that on a training day and use that extra calories to push harder in that session, you will actually build a little bit more muscle tissue because of that. So progressive overload, it can be done by a lot of different things. We need to make sure that we're pushing our body, giving our body a reason to build muscle. So changing the sets, changing the reps, making sure that we're never letting the body get used to what we're actually doing. That is a very good way of building muscle. So pushing harder in each and every session that you're doing, tracking it. Everything must be tracked, right? When we track workouts, like we do probably, say in a workout, we probably do, I don't know, probably 12 different exercises, like including the one strength round, but we only track 6 exercises, right, of the strength round. So we just do a specific exercise, specific strength round where we track them, weights. So to put that in perspective, if you're following a training program, you don't need to track every single lift to see how strong you're getting. You just need to pick a handful of big lifts like chest press, squats, shoulder press, rows, anything that's a big lift. You probably need to track that, and that needs to be getting stronger, and that's the best way to sort of track your progressive overload. So I spoke a little bit. The male mindset, like, is that we don't want to look skinny, but like if you have got a lot of body fat to lose and you drop body fat, you're going to appear skinnier, right? And we don't want to keep that body fat just for that sort of ego of not wanting to look skinnier. Like, trust me, right? Buy smaller clothes. It's so simple. Like that. If you followed my videos for quite a while, you know that I sort of went on like this sort of 3 stone weight loss, should we say, because for years that I was either building muscle, I'm getting stronger, or I'm getting ripped, right? And then I was always like, and to be honest, like when I'm at my leanest, I just wear smaller clothes, like, and I wear smaller clothes like that. This is a small top now, so you might feel like that I filled this out quite well now, but it's because it's a size small. That's the reality. If it was an extra large, you people will be looking at it, saying, thinking like, "Oh, you looks a bit skinny there, mate. You look a bit skinny. Did you go to the gym?" It's just because it's an extra large clothes. So just buy smaller clothes, like. And if you start to lose size, generally through following a decent training program and following a decent nutrition plan, it's 9 times out of 10 it's body fat that you're losing, right? So don't worry about looking skinny. Just buy a little bit smaller clothes. Then be patient with the journey as you build your calories up. Once you get stronger, you get better, there'll be time to be bigger. But probably, unless you're going to really take bodybuilding to the next level, or you're going to be assisted, you're probably going to always have to wear smaller clothes for you to feel good if you don't want to carry too much body fat. The female mindset, don't worry about getting too big. Like, generally it doesn't really happen without good reason, like, unless you are, again, assisted in any way, or that you're generally, majority of women, you don't really need to worry about getting too big. You will not get big as long as you prioritize losing body fat. Like, if you want the toned look, that is muscle mass, right? So if we build muscle, you're going to have a more toned look. Lift as heavy as you can. You're going to look leaner, stronger, and that's really the best. Don't be worried about getting too big. Like, if eating too much is the only thing that's going to get females too big, I would say not weight training 9 times out of 10. So don't worry about it. Just trust the process. Talk towards the THQ trainers. Especially talk to the female trainers. You don't need to worry about it. It's just making sure that you still follow your principles, helps to ensure you're in a calorie deficit, and you're not worried about getting too big. Now, do not binge eat. Like, binge eating is the #1 way to lose muscle, and if you're fortunate enough to not lose muscle because you've binged it, then you're probably going to gain body fat. You're going to look in the mirror, you're going to look like you've lost muscle. That will give you less motivation, and you're going to go off track because your body shape's going to be worse. So do not binge eat. There's no room for uncontrollable eating. If you're uncontrollably eating, you need to look at your mindset. You need to look at the food choices you have. You need to do your own work on your own self, and why is that happening. But the fuck it mentality, it's weekend, or fuck it, I'm just going to eat this, I'm just going to go off track. That mindset, saying them words, is so detrimental for body shape, and you're just going to go round and round and round and round and round. Okay, so always stay consistent. Be patient with what you're doing, and you will achieve results. If you're putting in the effort every single day, you're going to see results, right? It may take a little bit longer for some people, but generally, if you're consistent with what you're doing and you're communicating with your trainer, or you just being straight with yourself and you're actually doing what you should be doing, you will always build enough muscle and build a decent body shape. Guys, I hope that's helped. They're my best ways for you to build muscle. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Again, anything you want me to answer, click the inquiries link below. But until next time, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you all very soon.